Hello grade 7 students, how all of you are doing? I believe that all of you are doing great. And how was your weekend? I hope you enjoyed your weekend. So welcome back to our another class for subject science. Okay, and last week we learned about difference between metals and non-metals. So metals and non-metals are used in many ways. Okay, like metals are strong, they have different properties. Metals have different properties, non-metals have different properties, and they are used in many ways. Okay, and like if we talk about metals, steel is used for making cooking pans. Okay, and gold and silver are used to make jewelry. Okay, because of their own properties. Okay, but most of the metals share same properties. Okay, and today we will talk about everyday material and their properties. Okay, so everyday material that we use at home or we see around us. Okay, and their properties. Okay, so we will discuss most of them. Okay, so I'm gonna read now and then I will explain you. Okay, so 6.4, page number 86, everyday materials and their properties. Many different materials are used to make the clothes you wear. Okay, the clothes that we wear. So what material is used to make the clothes? The buildings you live in and everything you use each day. We make things out of materials with the properties that we need for a particular purpose. Okay, so we use material, particular material to use. We use particular material to make things that we need. Okay, for particular thing. Okay, so I will explain it later on. Like plastics. Okay, plastics come in many different types with different properties. Some plastics are flexible, lightweight and easily shaped. Fibers can be natural, okay, made from living materials such as silk or cotton, or synthetic. Okay, synthetic man-made. Okay, so synthetic man-made. Okay, naturally that we get from natural. Synthetic man-made. Okay, synthetic made from other chemicals. Okay, we use chemicals. Fibers are tiny threads, so they can be strong and bendy. Okay, so mostly clothes are made out of fibers. Okay, so like silk or cotton. Okay, tiny threads. Okay, so if you go on YouTube, so search how clothes are made, so you will find they use fibers. Okay, fibers like cotton or silk. Okay, so if you go buy a shirt, you check the tag on that, you will see 100% cotton, or you will see 50% cotton or 90% cotton. So when it says 100% cotton, means it is made out of cotton. Okay, if it says 50% cotton, and means it's mixed with other fibers. Okay, so fibers are tiny threads, so they can be strong and bendy. Okay, ceramics can withstand high temperatures. So let's talk about ceramics. So what are ceramics? You at your home you see tiles on the floor. So even this room has tiles. Okay, so the tiles are made out of ceramic. Okay, so and sink. Okay, they are hard. Okay, brittle and very strong. Ceramics are used for floor tiles. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, sinks. Okay, and the tiles on the outside of the space shuttle. Okay, so mostly ceramics are used for floor tiles. Okay, marble. Okay, and like sink, the washing, the way we wash and toilet seats. Okay, so these are made out of ceramics. Glass is transparent and translucent. It is hard but very brittle. It can be colored. Okay, so glass, we see glass every day. Okay, so glass we check mirror, windows has glass, okay. We drink water in the glass, okay. So glass is used in many ways, okay, and glass is transparent. So what does transparent mean? Transparent mean can be seen through, okay. So like water is transparent, we can see through water, okay. So glass, anything that we can see through is transparent, okay. So anything that like this one, so my watch has glass, that's why I can see the time inside the watch, okay, because it's transparent, okay. So and water is transparent, okay. So anything that we can see through is transparent. Let's think about two of these materials, glass and plastic. How do their properties help us to choose which one we should use to make an object? Glass is used in windows, as I mentioned earlier, in bottles, okay, so like water bottles, and jars for food and drink, glasses to drink from, beakers and other science equipments, okay. So in when they do science experiment, so they use equipments made out of glass, okay. Plastics may be used for drinking cups, bowls for washing in, bottles and jars for food and for drink, hose pipes, window frames and many other uses, okay. So let's talk about glass. Glass is usually transparent, okay. This means you can see through it. As I mentioned earlier, anything that can be seen through is transparent. This property is good for windows, because we need windows, the light can come inside the house, okay, and we can see outside. It is also useful to see the contents of jar and bottles. Glass is waterproof, it does not react with food or drink inside the jar or bottle. Glass is cheap to make and can be made in many shapes, it can be recycled, okay. But glass is heavy and can break easily. These properties may be disadvantage for some users. Some glass is treated so that it can be heated without breaking, okay. Let's talk about plastic now. Plastic can be transparent or opaque, okay. Opaque means non-transparent. It can be molded into many shapes. Plastic can be used for container for food and drink. It does not react with the food. Plastic is light in weight and it can be colored brightly. Some plastic can be recycled. But plastic takes a very long time to break down, and this causes problem with disposal and litter. Plastic may be affected by heat and may change shape, okay. So this one about glass and plastic, okay. Today we will talk about glass and plastic. So properties of glass, okay. So first of all, where glass is used. Glass is used in many ways, okay, like windows. We have windows in the house made out of glass. Why glass is used there? Because glass is transparent, okay, and it is strong, okay. And the first property that make us use glass for the windows is it is transparent, okay. Transparent means we can see through and the light can come through the glass, okay. So that's why we use glass for windows, so we can have a light inside the room and we can see outside, okay, from the window, okay. So and bottles, plastic bottle, water bottles, okay. For water bottles and jars, cooking food containers or jars at home. So you must have seen in your home that some of you have glass jars, okay, for storage of the food, okay. So properties of glass: hardness and brittleness, okay. So as you know, glass is hard, okay, and at the same time it is brittle, okay. So it can glass is hard and it is brittle. If you drop the glass, it will break, it will be shattered, okay. But at the same time it is hard, okay. It can be used in many ways because of its hardness. Weather resistance. So we use glass for windows. Why? The other reason is it is weather resistance, okay. Whether it is hot, very hot, whether it is cold, it is rainy, okay, it is windy, it can withstand all the weathers. Insulation, chemical resistance, okay, it is chemical resistance, okay, that's why it is used for jar or food containers, because it does not react with water and with many of the chemicals, okay, so that's why it is used for food. It is safe to use for food storage, okay. Color and shape varieties, okay, so glass can be colored, okay, and it can be melted and then can be made into any shapes, okay, so you can make a bottle shape, container, okay, so it can be shaped into many types, okay. Transparency, as I mentioned earlier, transparency, like it is transparent, okay, and we can see through glass, okay. Fire resistance, okay, it is also fire resistance, okay, so fire, but not for long time. If you keep the glass on fire for a long time, it will melt, but for some time it is fire resistance, okay. And the other, it is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Glass is a poor conductor of heat and electricity, okay. So these are the some properties of glass. If you find more, you can write down more, okay. So but these are main properties of glass, okay. So let's talk about plastic now. So where plastic is used? Plastic is used in many ways. More than glass, we use plastic, okay. So like this chair is made out of plastic, okay, hard plastic, okay. And plastic, there are many kind of plastics, okay, so like some are hard, some are soft, okay, so but all of them share almost same properties, okay. So let's talk about properties of plastic. Most plastics are lightweight. They don't have a chemically stable, okay, it does not react with any chemicals, okay, and do not rust, okay, they don't get rust, okay. So if I talk about rust, what is rust? If you see any iron rod get that brown thing on that is rust, okay, because the iron can react with water, okay, with oxygen, but whereas plastic does not react with any chemicals, okay. Plastic is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. So like last week I explained you why plastic is used for cooking pan handles, because it is a poor conductor of heat, and it is also used for wire coverings, okay, because it is also a poor conductor of electricity, okay. So you see a plug, like for any, like, okay, you at home, so you see fan, okay, so you see the plug of the fan, it is made out of plastic, because plastic is a poor conductor of electricity, okay. Plastic does not react with air and water, okay, so as I mentioned earlier, it does not react with air and water and with many of the chemicals, okay. So plastic, that's why it is used for food containers, because it does not react with any chemicals, so it is safe to use for food container, okay. Inexpensive, it is not very expensive, okay, so can be recycled, okay, same. So one more property of glass and plastic, they are common, is they can be recycled, okay. Plastic can be recycled, glass can be recycled, okay. Color and shape varieties, okay. So plastic can be found in many colors, okay. So like at home we see many things made out of plastic and in different colors and in different shapes, okay. You can make chair out of plastic, you can make table out of plastic. So plastic can be used to make many many shapes of object, okay. And color, okay. So these are the properties of plastic, okay. And one more thing, like plastic and glass is used in many ways, okay. And we see every day around us we are covered with plastic and glass, okay. And there are some other every materials that is used to make things that we use in our daily life. Okay, so coming on to your task 1. So your task 1 will be posted in the group. Okay, so I will give you task 1 in the group. Okay, so I will give you some activities to do. If you will have any doubts and questions, you can ask me. Okay, I will be there to help you. So that's it in the first video. I will see you in the next video. Hello students, welcome back to our second video for today. Okay, and today we are learning about everyday materials and their properties, and we are focusing on glass and plastic. Okay, as you know, glass and plastic is used in many ways and for many things. Okay, so we are surrounded by plastic and glass objects. Okay, so and one more thing I want you to know, like, okay, so plastic can be, okay, so when you stop using plastic or after some time, plastic can be smelly. Okay, so plastic containers, you can see, you can find a strange smell from plastic containers, but whereas glass containers, they do not smell. Okay, you keep them for long, you clean them, they will not smell that bad. Okay, but whereas plastic will start giving bad smells. Okay, after some time. And plastic can be plastic is a plastic can, if you keep it in the heat, plastic can change. Some plastics can handle heat for a long time, but some plastics cannot heat handle, like water bottles. Okay, so you buy a water bottle, you can see the expiry date on water bottle. That expiry date is not for the water never expire. That expiry date is for bottle. Okay, plastic bottle. Okay, so if you go buy a water bottle, you will see an expiry date on that. Okay, but that expiry date is not for the water, because water never expire. That expiry date is for plastic bottle. Okay, and if you keep okay, so that water bottle, if you put boiling water in that, it cannot handle it will melt. Okay, so some plastics can handle heat like for long time, but some plastics cannot. Okay, like hard plastics can withstand heat. Okay, so that's why plastic, if you leave the plastic outside in this hot weather, some plastic cannot handle the heat. But whereas glass has no problem. Glass is weather resistant. Okay, it can withstand heat, rain, okay, wind, okay, anything. Okay, so coming on to your task 2. So your task 2 will also be posted in the group. Okay, I will give you some activities to do, and I will be there to help you. Okay, so that's it in the second video. I will see you in the third and last video. Hello students, welcome back to our third and last video for today. Okay, and you guys have done a great job in task 1 and task 2, so well done, keep it up. Okay, so today we learned about everyday materials and their properties. Okay, so everyday materials like glass, plastic, ceramics, clothes we use. Okay, so these are the main common materials that we use every day. Okay, so clothes are made out of fiber can be naturally, like cotton and silk, and synthetic, like from chemicals. Okay, ceramics, floor tiles. Okay, sink, toilet seats. Okay, and plastic is used in many ways. Okay, so and for many objects. Okay, same glass is used in many ways. Okay, and for many things, like and they all have their own properties. That's why it is okay. So fiber cannot be used for making windows. No, because fiber is used for clothes, so it is ideal to make clothes. Okay, so that's why fiber cannot be used, and glass cannot be used to make clothes, because glass is hard. So they have their own properties for particular things. Okay, and ceramics cannot be used to make food containers. okay. So they have their own properties for particular objects, okay. So what are the properties of glass? Hardness and brittleness, okay. Weather resistance, okay. Insulation, chemical resistance, color and shape varieties, transparency, fire resistance, and it can be recycled, okay. So like windows are made out of glass, okay. So glass is used to make windows. Why? Because it is hard, okay, and it is weather resistance, transparent, okay. Transparent means can see through, okay. So we can see outside and light can come inside, okay. So that's why we have light in our rooms, okay. And it is used in making containers, okay, like bottles, water bottles, okay, and containers, okay, like food containers, okay. And the other, we talked about properties of plastic, okay. So plastic, so glass is bit expensive, but plastic is cheaper, okay. Most plastic are lightweight, okay, chemically stable, okay. So glass does not react with any chemicals, okay. It does not react with water, air, and any chemical. And most plastic are lightweight, okay, like they do not have much weight, chemically stable, same, does not react, and do not rust, okay, don't get rust. Plastic is a poor conductor of heat and electricity, okay. So that's why it is used, plastic is used to make cooking pan handle, okay, and wire coverings. Plastic does not react with air, no reaction, inexpensive, is cheap, can be recycled, it can be recycled, okay. Color and shape varieties, okay. So plastic, we can find plastic in many colors, okay, and in many shapes, okay. So that's it for today. Homework will also be posted in the group, okay. So if you will have any doubts, any questions regarding homework, you can ask me. I will be there to help you, okay. So that's it for today. Thanks for participating. Take care, be safe, bye bye.